Hello, my peeps, it's Preston here, also known as Godzilla Hawk, and I'm also here with
Captain Asshole. Yes.
Yep, so we are here to give you guys our TLC pay-per-view. Now, like, most of the time now, Bram had to go work, so he didn't see the first three matches, but he's just going to give his thoughts on the first three matches of what he thought, just how I describe it, and then we'll talk about the rest of the matches, because he was actually there for those.
Go for it.
Alright, so so the opener was the ladder match for Intercontinental Championship, Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper. I was actually quite surprised this was going to start off the pay-per-view. I thought it would be kind of later in the pay-per-view, but it was opener. It was a good opener. One of the better ladder matches I've seen in a while. Dolph Ziggler got busted open. You had Luke Harper messing up his arm really bad, and plus there was blood. Throughout the majority of the match, Luke Harper pretty much dominated Dolph Ziggler, and pretty much until Ziggler did some more moves. Like they did some unique stuff in this match that I've never really seen. Of course, they did the long ladder match where they bridge up onto the announce table, right? And you assume like, oh, they're going to go right through it or something's going to happen. Well, just Luke Harper just lays there after I think he gets super kicked, and then that was it. He never went through, which kind of surprised me. Like I said, it was a very good match, and Ziggler ended up winning in his hometown in Cleveland, Ohio. So he's now a four-time Intercontinental Champion, and I was quite surprised that he won. I really thought that Luke Harper was going to retain. But I guess after the Survivor Series thing, they decided to kind of push Ziggler. Now, the only question I'm concerned about is Ziggler going to eventually go after the WWE Championship now? Is he going to be like that next top babyface, like a Daniel Bryan or a Cena or Stone Cold? Like, is he going to be in that ranks? I believe so. I honestly believe this guy's busted his ass so much. I think he is a really good face. He was a good heel, but as a face, he is just great. He's a great baby face, and eventually I think this guy will win the WWE Championship. I'm probably going to say maybe this year. Maybe next year, maybe somewhere 2015 or 16, but I'm saying right now, I think Ziggler's going to become champion. I really hope that this will progress him to becoming a future WWE champion. Who knows? Maybe he could be a fan favorite to win the Rumble this year. You don't know that. There's so many possibilities. But let's give you your thoughts about it.
Predictable. Honestly, if it serves a purpose, it would definitely build for a feud between him and Luke Harper. And they don't have anything to do with Luke Harper because they're obviously not going to build the Luke Harper-Eric Rowan feud. They're obviously not. So, having said that, not surprised that he won the championship. They've been pushing him lately, and hopefully we see something great from him. Next match.
All right. Next is the Usos versus Damian and The Miz, and by disqualification. The Usos end up winning by disqualification.
The only thing I have to say about it is big surprise. Disqualification. Wow. Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah. Like I said, well, let's be honest, we're not a big fan of disqualifications unless they mean something. Like, when it came to Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, yes, it was by disqualification, but the reason we were pissed at it is because we kind of expected that. These guys didn't want to wrestle, they want to fight each other, and so it made sense. This, I understand because it's a heelish move, they want to keep the titles, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of counters or disqualifications in my honest opinion, unless it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like I said, this match was okay. There wasn't really anything special about it. It was just a typical tag team match. Of course, Sandow missed out is just hilarious, as always. Just stealing the spotlight. I honestly think, I'm going to say this before, I'll say again, I think The Miz is going to lose the tag team titles. He's going to get pissed. Sandow's going to finally turn on Miz or something like that, and they're going to feud at WrestleMania. I'm saying that right now. It's going to happen. Mark my words. They're going to have a match at Mania, and they're going to build it up. So I think Sandow will turn face, and Miz will obviously be the heel, and then they'll have like a match at Mania or something, which will be just it'll just be there, and I don't know what to think, but I do like the fact that they are attacking and they're using Sandow. They're actually using him this time instead of just having all these other stupid gimmicks.
It would be kind of interesting if in the Royal Rumble it came down to The Miz and Damian Sandow at the very end. But, you know.
Yeah. Maybe that'll start off the feud. Maybe like The Miz will accidentally get eliminated, maybe by Sandow or something that cost me like a big controversy. Like, oh, you eliminated me on purpose. And it's like, or something like that. I don't know. They can do something. But for what it was an okay match. Next is honestly, I don't really know what to say about this match. I don't know whether you call it boring or decent. I just can't. Big Show versus Eric Rowan in a stupid match, in a steel stairs match. I'm sorry, I don't get the point of steel stairs or chairs matches. I honestly don't get them. It's okay, chairs are legal. Okay, now stairs are legal. What's next? They're freaking like just candlesticks are gonna be. Well, actually, that did happen. Singapore King match where canes were only legal. I remember that 5-way. Like I said, it was interesting. Big Show ended up winning.
Big surprise.
I actually was kind of hoping Eric Rowan would kind of win, but Big Show winning proved that Big Show is still considered that giant. He's that monster. So you want to make Big Show look good, but I see this feud continuing. Maybe until Fastlane, I'll say. But like they did some unique stuff with the stairs. Like they had the stairs wedged into the corner, and then you see him use that, which we've never seen. We saw Big Show spearing Eric Rowan through a wall of steel stairs on the outside. At the end of the match, Big Show just knocks out Eric Rowan to the back of the head and uses the steps to pretty much pin him like that. And like I said, like the fans, you could tell there were some moments that the fans were like, "Oh, okay, this is interesting," and then there's most of the time it's just like, "Nah." Honestly, I don't know what to even really say. I don't want to say it was horrible, but I don't want to say it was amazing either.
It was a good filler match, apparently.
Yeah, I guess it was. No one's really going to remember this match, in my opinion. It's just going to be like one of those matches that it's going to be mentioned maybe like once or twice, and then it's going to be like, wait, what?
So, next match.
Next. First of all, I got to apologize for this one because, one, I had to pick up Brandon during this, and I knew this match was going to be next. And two, the network was not working at the moment, but we got to see the very end of this. It was Seth Rollins versus John Cena in a tables match.
Wasn't it the New Day match?
No, that's the pre-show. We didn't watch that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. John Cena, Seth Rollins.
We only caught the tail end of it, but it looked real good.
But we honestly can't really judge this match because we only saw the ending.
Big surprise, John Cena won and retained his #1 contendership.
And now we get to see Brock and Cena at the Royal Rumble,
which frees up Seth Rollins
500th time.
Which frees up Seth Rollins to do something with. The predictions that I'm having is that it's going to be Seth Rollins once again against Randy Orton at the next pay-per-view. So
I see that. I totally see that happening too. I honestly do see that happening because I honestly see that match happening. I know for a fact Randy Orton will probably win that match just to get payback. That they're going to do that match whether it's at Royal Rumble or Fastlane. Either way, they're going to do the match before Mania. But yeah, like I said, there was the kind of a swerve where you have both guys crashing through two tables. Referees deciding, okay, who won, and they decided to restart it. There was the time where I swear, I almost predicted it. It was, watch, he's going to remove the table, Johnson's going to pick him up, he's going to put him through an announce table, and Super Cena. But what happened?
He bounced off the table. It was great. We're like, hey, look, we were wrong.
We predicted everything else, but he did not crash to the table.
No, we didn't predict Roman Reigns coming out. There was no prediction of that.
Well, besides that, we'll get onto that later. But then after the match, Seth Rollins, I guess, was dominating because Big Show interfered, and it looked like Seth Rollins was going to win until who comes out? Like you said, Superstar of the Year, Roman Reigns finally make his return, spearing Big Show through a table, then super punching Seth Rollins, which causes Seth Rollins to get caught in an attitude wrestling through the table, and of course Super Cena flies in there. Now we get Brock versus Cena for the 500th fucking time.
You say it now. Wait till he wins, and then they have to have a rematch.
He's not winning. It's going to be Lesnar at Mania.
Wait until he beats him, and they have to have a rematch.
For the 500th time, I swear.
And it won't happen until WrestleMania. It'll be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar versus a three-way versus the winner of the Royal Rumble.
You know that's not going to happen, right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he likes to joke around. He's not that dumb, guys. Like he's smart. He's just doing this to piss
He's
me
not
off.
that dumb.
He's just doing this to joke around.
He's the winner of the Royal Rumble.
Well, I meant about the Cena thing. Like he's joking about that. We all know Lesnar's going to win at the Royal Rumble. And he's going to move on to defend the title at WrestleMania. It's already just predicted.
Which makes you wonder what's going to happen to Cena after that.
Maybe he'll feud with like Triple H or something. I don't. as long
as it doesn't move on to being, John Cena versus Sting at WrestleMania.
Which, in my eyes, I would not mind seeing that.
Yes, you would.
No, honestly, I would like to see that match as long as it's not at this year's Mania. I would rather see Taker and Sting or Triple H and Sting. Mostly Taker and Sting.
We're hoping for the ultimate payout.
Sting and Taker, we're praying for that match. Just do it already. Taker's on the verge of retirement.
Oh my God! John Cena is mid-carding. He's going to beat Rusev for the United States Championship.
If they seriously do that,
think about that one. John Cena going back to mid-carding. But he's like, it would be both good and bad and up you.
mostly bad.
No, just saying.
If they seriously,
it's a mid-card title.
If they seriously do that, it's the most predictable thing you could do. Oh, we could give the United States Championship to Ryback or Eric Rowan or somebody fresh, but no, let's give it to a 3-time United States champion, John Cena, and he'll prevail because he's Superman. He can do everything.
Of course, he could get beat by Rusev.
Which,
They've never had Rusev versus John Cena.
But that depends. Are they willing to do that, have Rusev actually win, or are they just going to be like, okay, there's no other talent in the back. Obviously, we have a bunch of talent in the back, but we're not going to use you. Cena, you're going back to mid-card. You're going to beat Rusev for the title. You're going to squash him. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go. But anyways, next was Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the Divas Championship. Your thoughts?
It was okay.
Nothing special. Like the crowd was dead.
We've all seen the hairspray victory thing. We've all seen it. So
this is my complaint right here. I was telling Brandon this. What happened to women's matches when it came to like Leah and Trish Stratus main eventing Raw for the women's title, and you had Lita diving and bending herself in half and almost killing herself to become champion? What happened to Trish Stratus versus Victoria in a hardcore match? What happened with Victoria and Lita in the first ever women's steel cage match? What happened to those matches?
I got 2 letters for you. PG. That's it. That's what happened.
This is why I keep trying to tell Brian, like, I understand where you're coming from, like, in today's society.
They're not going to let it go. They're not going to let the PG era go.
This is why you get mad. But at the same time, I understand why you get mad. It's because of matches like this. When they were doing AJ Lee and Paige, at least it was good. It was interesting. It was actual
new,
food.
and it was technical. I liked it. Now they're just...
Now they're going to build up for a total Divas feud at Mania, which we'll probably witness.
There can't be a feud at Mania because nobody cares. Anyways.
I'm sorry, like, we don't want to complain. Like, I swear, I think the last, decent Divas, champion was probably Beth Phoenix. I swear, I think that was the last one, and maybe Kelly, but that was it. I mean, Beth Phoenix was probably the most legit champion for a while, and then... And even Natalya was a good champion, but she got screwed. It's like...
anyways, getting off the thing.
Yeah.
So there wasn't anything special, so that's it. And moving on.
Ryback versus Kane in chairs match.
It has its moments, but we were making fun of the whole, you're not allowed to hit people in the head with a steel chair. How many times they have the chance to hit each other in the head with a chair, and they end up hitting themselves in the back.
I'm sorry, I just hate...
Oh, by the way, I would love to know if you guys can just, send something to him. If Kane gets fined for throwing the chair into Ryback's face. Technically, that's a headshot, isn't it?
Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose did that.
Yeah, but they didn't use a chair. And
They did use a chair in the promo. In the promo package, you finally saw in the promo package, chuck a chair on his head.
I thought that was a letter.
There was a chair
Okay.
in the promo.
Whatever. I don't care.
I'm sorry.
Well, let me know.
I think chair matches are just stupid. Just get rid of them. Get rid of the steel stairs. That this should have been just like a. Why couldn't this be?
Don't get rid of the chairs. Get rid of the chair match. It's kind of stupid.
Kind of.
If you're gonna have a chair match, just make it a backstage brawl. Make it a no disqualification.
Flaming
Make it a hardcore
table
match.
Flaming table match. That would be perfect for Kane's element. First of all, because
what's next? A work desk match for Kane? Corporate
I
Kane?
wouldn't be surprised if there was an ironing board, match for freaking women's matches.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine if they did that? Oh wait, they actually did. But you know what? That match was actually good.
Someone got an iron up the face. Bing.
I think that it was, or it's just a regular tables match. I don't remember. But anyways, stupid stipulation. The match wasn't anything special, and Ryback ended up winning. Moving on.
What a surprise!
Next match, I believe, will probably be the worst match of the night thus far. Rusev versus Jack Swagger for the United States title.
No, it was not the worst match. I'm sorry. I cannot accept that. That match I like better than the Ryback match.
Ryback was way more entertaining. Ryback was longer, but the Rusev match was
the simple fact that the Acolyte has finally been broken out of for the first time made it worth it.
Big Show's gotten out of it.
Once it was locked in, Big Show never allowed him to get it locked in.
He got out of it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Listen,
What do I know?
Like I said, Ryback was way more entertaining than the Rusev match. When it came to Ryback, we actually watched him. When it came to Rusev, half the time I was just like, oh, I'm daydreaming.
Well, then it doesn't matter.
Well, let's just hope they bring about the European title tomorrow. That's all I care about.
Last match.
Yes, now we move on to the match that's actually the best match of the night. And again, you're using the future of the company and you're putting it in the main event. And this shows why the future is now. This is why we are proud to be NXT fans. This is why I watch NXT. And this is why I still watch this company is Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose in I'm going to say no holds barred match. That's pretty much what it was. It wasn't a TLC match. No holds barred.
Everything got used. Even exploding TVs. It was kind of interesting.
Freaking kendo sticks and everything. Like seriously, this was not TLC. This was freaking no holds barred. That probably be my biggest gripe on this match was why the hell we call it TLC, which it didn't feel like, in my honest opinion, it didn't feel like it. It felt like a no holds barred match. You couldn't, if you're going to call it TLC, use tables, ladders, and chairs. I was expecting a lot of stuff like in the ring, out of the ring, but what did they do? They used stairs and ladders outside of the ring, but in the ring they usually mostly use kendo sticks and chairs. And it was just like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but just calling it TLC after everything they did was just like, it just questioned my mind a little bit. It felt like this should have just been no holds barred. I mean, even the way to start off, it just brawled and then.
But it was extremely entertaining.
Yeah, that's the main point. If it was entertaining, if it was a memorable match, that's what counts, and it's memorable. I'm going to say that right now. Like, for example, you had the fight in the crowd, and what happened? Dean Ambrose gets on the freaking pre-show table and launches himself, does a clothesline to Bray Wyatt. Good spot. You have Dean Ambrose freaking punching Bray Wyatt onto a table, jumping not from one, but from two tables, doing the elbow drop from the ladder to a table twice, which was a cool spot. You had the freaking leg drop landing on Bray Wyatt, which landing on the chair, which is another good spot. And then, you know what?
Bray Wyatt sold every hit. It was great.
Oh, the stiff clothesline too. The stiff clothesline.
Both of them. The stiff clothesline from Bray Wyatt was awesome, but they're both great. But I gotta admit, I think my favorite part of the whole thing was when he blew out the lantern and the lights went out. And as the lights went up, there was a flying ladder flying at Bray Wyatt, just flat out. It was like, oh, the match started before the lights could come up. How did he do that?
I would thought maybe your favorite spot was the candlestick spot.
No, I'm not a kendo stick fan. I'm not. What, you mean the kendo stick to the eye?
Yeah.
It was entertaining, but you
kind of
it was dangerous because I was like, someone's going to get poked in the eye, and it was
what happened?
Somebody got poked in the eye.
Then of course,
the worst thing then I started making jokes. Sitting there going, "Hey, he can wear a pirate patch now." He'd be like, "I'm Dean Ambrose, arg." Yeah.
you're a terrible person. You're going to hell for this. You do this.
Yeah, but me, Dean Ambrose, and Bray Wyatt can hold hands and sing "Kumbaya" the whole way through the fire lake. No, it was a great match. I did not approve the kendo stick guy thing, though. It was rather reckless, no matter how, close it was to being real or not. A simple botch, and someone could have lost their eyeball. And that's not okay. That went a little too far. I would have been more happy with them, wedging a glass, like the television thing, wedging that in between the ropes and then making them go face first to that. I'd been happier with that. Not something like a giant stick that says, "Hey, let's see how much damage I can do." It's like, "Oh, look, it's the back of your skull from the front of your face." No. Very dangerous thing they did. Don't get me wrong, they do a lot of dangerous stuff. I'm glad that Dean Ambrose didn't lose his eye. I really am. Because PG was like, "Oh, cut the film." Dean Ambrose just kind of hanging from it. And they're like, "Is he all right?" No,
just turn on the radio.
But like I said, my favorite thing was just the lights went on for Bray Wyatt. Lights went up, and and he was like, and there's like a flying ladder coming at his face. It was like, he started the match. The match got started before the lights could turn on. Oh my god! I'd be afraid of the dark now. If I were Bray Wyatt, I'd be afraid of the dark. Light goes out, and the lights go back on. He's just like kind of crouched and looking around, making sure there's no flying ladders. That would be funny. Instead of people holding up the cell phones, if people took tiny little paper football ladders and like rubber bands and started launching them at him from the front, and he just kind of sits there going, looks like a monkey scared out of his mind.
In other words, it'd be like Justin Bieber where he had the fear of water bottles.
Yeah. Oh my god. What the hell is that? You see that? He just FIFA'd it.
Oh my god.
But it was a great match. Honestly, it was an excellent match.
The ending was interesting. You had Bray Wyatt grab the TV, and I knew the cords were there.
We both called it. He called who was going to win, and I called what the TV was going to do. I was like, the cords. At first I said, he's not going to hit him with it. It's got the cords attached to it. It's going to stop him. And what happened? It stopped him not twice, but the third time it blew up in his hands. I didn't call the TV blowing up.
It's just
I have personally ripped every cord out of a TV, a flat screen TV, with my bare hands while it was on. It has never exploded. Not even a plasma TV does that, okay? It doesn't. It really doesn't. Now, you hit it with a flaming bat, and yes, it'll explode. Not ripping the cords out. However, I can't vouch for the fact that it wasn't technically a TV. It was a viewing station monitor. It's a little different. The cables were a little bigger. It could have been rigged up. I don't know. Again,
but still on it.
It was definitely new.
And Bray Wyatt ended up winning with Sister Abigail. Oh, we gotta mention another thing because you've always wanted to see this. Sister Abigail out of nowhere.
Sister Abigail out of nowhere! As he's getting up laughing, RKO out of nowhere!
But very enjoyable match.
Sting, baseball bat out of nowhere! And you're just sitting there going, what the hell? Sting's like, just right as he turns around, oh no, twist of fate out of nowhere!
Twist of fate.
Twist of fate.
Twist of fate.
Twist of fate, he's with TNA.
Twist of fate when he was at WWE
and
first.
He gets up and goes, that's what you get, turns around, oh no, ankle slam. But anyways.
Yeah, it was good, like I said. It's pay-per-view overall. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was horrible, but it wasn't spectacular. I would say probably two matches by far were the matches of the night. Was the Ziggler and Bray Wyatt match. Everything else felt mostly filler. Maybe the Cena match was actually good, but we'll never know. Maybe I'll definitely check it out on the network whenever I get a chance, so I can get my thoughts on that. But yeah, honestly, it was almost like a filler pay-per-view. But now the good thing you can say is, starting tomorrow, it's the road to WrestleMania.
We'll find out what happens.
Now that's the thing we're looking for. We're going to start off with his favorite event of all time, Royal Rumble, which we will be doing live reactions for. So,
Fun.
yep. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So don't forget to comment down below. Tell you what were your thoughts about TLC. And don't forget to vote down below for all your wrestler talk and Who's Better videos. I'll probably be doing Who's Better videos soon. And I'll probably get to a wrestler talk video with Brand maybe sometime next month during Royal Rumble season. And we'll also be doing a contest. And we'll be just talking about that, about the contest a little bit more when it gets a little bit closer. But besides that, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So take care of all my peeps. And I'll see you guys next time. So I'm Preston. And good night, and we'll see you guys next time. So, have a good night, and have a good Christmas.
I'm stuck on stupid.
One more.
You want to hit power off now?
Stupid! You stupid! I'm stupid! Stupid! Yeah, I know, we were making fun of Ryback and Kane match.
You definitely are, buddy.
God, we're stupid.